The rain fell mercilessly that night, cold, heavy, and uncaring. Under the flickering light of a broken street lamp, a young mother named Clara huddled beside her little girl, clutching a worn-out backpack like it was her entire world. Her trembling hands tried to shield her daughter from the downpour, but her own tears mixed helplessly with the rain. "Mommy, are we going to sleep here again?" the little girl whispered, her voice fragile as the wind. Clara swallowed hard, forcing a smile. "Just for tonight, sweetheart. Tomorrow will be better." But tomorrow had been a lie for too many days. Ever since Clara lost her job and they were kicked out of their apartment, tomorrow only meant more hunger, more fear. As she looked around the dark parking lot, her daughter's soft voice broke the silence again. "Don't cry, Mommy. Maybe that man will help us." Clara turned and saw him, a man in a sharp suit stepping out of a sleek car, an umbrella opening with a quiet snap. A millionaire, clearly. The kind of man who never had to tell his child maybe tomorrow. Clara shook her head. "No, baby. People like him don't help people like us." But little Emma insisted. "But Mommy, he looks kind. Maybe he'll listen." The man's name was Ethan Miles, a self-made millionaire who'd built an empire from nothing. To the world, he was a success story. But behind his polished smile was a man who hadn't spoken to his family in years. A man who buried his pain in work and money. He was on his way to meet investors when he saw a small figure waving at him through the rain. A little girl. He paused, his umbrella lowering. Her big, pleading eyes met his, and for a moment, something in his chest stirred a feeling he hadn't felt in a long time. He approached slowly. "Hey, are you two all right?" Clara immediately tried to stand, embarrassed. "We're fine, sir. Please don't worry about us." But her trembling voice betrayed her. Her clothes were soaked, and little Emma was shivering, clutching a stuffed bunny missing one eye. Ethan looked at them, his gaze softening. "You don't look fine." Clara's pride screamed at her not to ask for help, but one look at Emma's tired face shattered her resolve. "Please," she whispered. "We just need somewhere dry for the night." Ethan hesitated only a second before holding out his hand. "Come with me." He took them to a warm, bright diner that felt like heaven. The waitress brought them towels and hot chocolate while Ethan quietly paid for their meal. Clara watched Emma devour a sandwich as if it were a feast, and tears filled her eyes again. "Thank you," she said softly. "I don't know how I can ever repay you." Ethan just shrugged. "You don't have to. Just tell me what happened." As the rain drummed against the window, Clara told him everything. Ethan listened in silence, his usual sharpness melting away. He saw a raw strength in her voice, the kind born from survival, not success. When she finished, she lowered her gaze. "I used to believe good people get good things. But now, I just pray my daughter never has to learn how wrong that is." Ethan looked at her for a long moment, then said quietly, "You're wrong about one thing. Good people don't always get what they deserve right away. But sometimes, life sends them help when they least expect it." That night, Ethan skipped his investor meeting. He booked a hotel room for Clara and Emma and told them to stay as long as they needed. When he got home, he couldn't stop thinking about them. The way Emma had smiled despite everything. The way Clara still said thank you, even when she had nothing. It reminded him of his own mother who had raised him alone, working late shifts so he could go to school. He'd made something of himself, just like he promised her. But along the way, he'd forgotten why. The next morning, he went back to the hotel. He found Clara neatly folding the blankets, ready to leave. "You're checking out?" he asked. She nodded. "You've done more than enough. We'll find a shelter." Ethan frowned. "What if I told you I have a better idea? I need a new assistant. Someone organized, trustworthy, and strong. Someone like you." Clara stared, speechless. "You're offering me a job and a place to stay?" Ethan added. "I have a guest house on my property. It's private, safe, and I'd feel better knowing you and Emma aren't on the street." Tears of relief streamed down her face. I don't know what to say." Ethan smiled. "Say yes." Months passed. Clara thrived at work. Emma started school, always drawing pictures of Mr. Ethan, her hero. And for Ethan, something in his heart began to heal. He found himself laughing again, enjoying life. One evening, as they watched Emma chase butterflies in the garden, Clara turned to him. "You saved us," she said softly. He shook his head. No, Clara, you and Emma saved me. Because in giving them hope, he had found his own again. Sometimes the people who have nothing left to give are the ones who remind us of everything we've forgotten to feel. A small act of kindness, dose and tea, just change someone else's life. It can change your own. Thank you so much for watching. Dots, if this story touched you, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more content that warms the heart. See you next time.